So a couple of weeks ago, I outlined how Harambe's death and the 2016 firestorm was orchestrated by the international communist conspiracy in an attempt to split the West apart with isolationist politics. Since then, we have found even more pieces of this puzzle, and we'll be doing follow-up videos to explain them in greater detail. One of the first things I brought up was the band known as the Gorillaz and their release dates. I have yet to uncover the mystery behind May 3rd, 2009, but I did some probing and it was not long before I found their official YouTube channel. What really stood out to me here was that they had uploaded a HD music video for the song Feel Good Inc. on the 28th of June 2016. This song was first released on their Demon Days album in 2005, and they held on to it for 11 years before putting up this video exactly 1 month after Harambe's death. It's unlikely that they would only be doing this as a quick "I told you so," so let's examine this music video and find out the full message they were trying to tell us so many years before. Alright, so the video starts with a snapshot of life under communism. It's a bleak urban sprawl of decay. Skies are polluted, sirens ringing out, along with a stray gunshot or two. And then it pans up to the Tower of Power, labeled Feel Good Inc., where our communist overlords are laughing at us in a room full of dead gorillas. This prompts their trained monkeys to spring into action. I mean, just look at that spokesman. He's got this burnt-out, soulless look in his eyes. His teeth are missing, and he just whimpers the party line with zero enthusiasm, as though it has been beaten into him until it's all he can say. This is the textbook example of somebody who has drank the Kool-Aid and believes that 2 + 2 = 5. And why is he telling us to feel good? Because hard work is its own reward. You are just another cog in the murder machine, with no hope or aspirations. You should take comfort in your service to the collective good of the state. And now on to what he says when he finds his voice and a megaphone. Cities breaking down on a camel's back. They just have to go because they don't know whack. That refers to the 2016 crisis, how everything started to fall apart once Harambe, the proverbial straw, broke along with the camel's back, and how people are oblivious to the real forces at work. So while you fill the streets, it's appealing to see. You won't get undercounted because you're damned and free. The delusion of freedom. They're told this is a utopia, a brave new world, where all they really do is slave away. Damned and free is already a pretty good way to describe life in what passes for a first world country these days. You got a new horizon. It's ephemeral style. A melancholy town where we never smile. This new horizon is the faint glimmer of hope that you're working towards something, but it only goes so far in this world we've seen. And all I want to hear is the message beep. My dreams, they got her kissing because I don't get sleep. The beep is ready when it's time to clock on, ready for another day, another shift. And kiss your dreams goodbye, because we can't have them in our perfect world, now can we? Twice during this video, he gazes out the window and starts having thoughts about what used to be. Windmill, windmill, for the land, turn forever hand in hand. You know how I feel about wind turbines, but this is a windmill. It apparently represents freedom, as small independent mills like it existed in England, but were crushed by the Industrial Revolution. This could be a foreshadowing of Brexit having a similar effect. Take it all in on your stride. It is ticking, falling down. Sure, you can put on a brave face for now, but reality is catching up. Love forever, love has freely, turned forever you and me. This is his revelation that love and compassion are the key to getting out of this Orwellian hellhole. Windmill, windmill, for the land. Is everybody in? He's saying, who's with me? This is his call to arms. But just as our protagonist is starting to grow a backbone and getting ready to take a stand, the screen comes on and it's brainwashing time. Laughing gas, these hazmats, fast cats, lining them up like ass cracks. Clearly, these cats are not fast enough. I mean, this alludes to the clinical conditioning process that these vulnerable people are unknowingly put through. Play these ponies at the track, it's my chocolate attack. To Big Brother over here, they're little more than performing beasts. Chocolate attack again refers to conditioning. When they're not busy working, keep them busy with laughing gas, chocolate, sex, and other simple and mundane pleasures so they don't develop higher aspirations. The line might also refer to the distraction tactics used by Big Brother in 1984. I'm stepping in the heart of this here, Care Bear rapping in harder this year. He's nipping it in the bud by hammering in his morals with this Care Bear rapping. Now watch him as he gravitates to the top. Yo, we gun Ghost Town, this Motown, with yo sound you in the blink. Ghost Town, this Motown is a clear reference to the fall of thriving places like Detroit or Flint, and the means of production that these Western powers no longer own due to outsourcing and now depend on other countries like China for their goods. And as for being in the blink, it means this guy is onto something, but not for long. Gun bite the dust, can't fight with us. With your sound you kill the ink. Resistance is futile, and your rebellious words are a threat that will not be tolerated. Could it be that the corpses littering this room are dissenters who bit the dust, acting as a grisly reminder? So don't stop, get it, until you're cheddar head. Now back to the daily grind. Keep at it until your brain is as good as cheese when it comes to independent thought. And watch the way I navigate. Ha 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 ha! Oh, this investigation of mine is all about watching how you people navigate, so laugh it up while you still can! And during this segment, you'll notice how the protagonist's movements and mannerisms completely changed, and his knee-jerk reaction was to spin around and stare mindlessly at the screen. Once it's done, he's reset to factory default and goes back to whimpering the party line. They laugh at his futile attempt to assert himself as the cycle repeats. This time, when the Windmill Island comes back, we see a representation of Harambe, sitting peacefully in his enclosure, untouched by the ICC and their nefarious schemes. But not for long, because these helicopters are keeping a close eye on this one. And then the master is joined by another, and they hammer in the message harder than before. Don't stop, get it. Peep how your captain's in it. That's their way of saying, get back to work, and look at me because I own you. They point and laugh as he whimpers the party line, returns to his chair and bows his head in defeat. The final shot here is of the helicopters tailing Harambe on Windmill Island. But these are merely the communist spies keeping tabs on him. You will notice that the music video for the next track on the Demon Days album, El Mañana, featured a different pair of helicopters attacking Windmill Island. Those were the globalists from the Clinton campaign moving in for the kill. Had I more time this week, I would have done a full analysis of the whole Demon Days album, because as I made my final preparations for this episode, I noticed some interesting track titles, such as Last Living Souls, Harambe's Ever-Shrinking Family, Kids with Guns. An argument that the globalists frequently make to take our guns away is that you're more likely to get shot by a toddler than a terrorist. Oh, green world, how they're trying to cut our productivity and make us dependent on foreign entities in the name of environmental protection. Dirty Harry, the American spirit which is in decline. Every planet we reach is dead, including ours, soon enough. November has come, the month of our fateful election last year. All alone. How Britain, Australia, and the USA are going to be once they're done walling themselves off from the rest of the world. In America's case, literally. Dare. The communists make a daring advance while the rest of the world is vulnerable. Fire coming out of a monkey's head. The mayhem unleashed by Harambe's death. Don't Get Lost in Heaven. Final tribute to our beloved Gorilla. And the title track Demon Days alludes to what lies ahead. These may require further analysis, since I'm just working from titles alone, but it appears that this album from 2005 tried to warn us about Gorillagate, the 2016 firestorm, and the international communist conspiracy. If only we'd caught on sooner, because we're living through the demon days now. As usual, I'm Connor O'Loughlin, and this is Alternative Factors. Until next time, stay woke, people, and don't let the communists make a monkey out of you.